Good morning, viewer. Welcome to our Glory Globe TV's amazing news for our viewer. In Germany, long COVID develops in to about 1 in 10 people after an infection with the SARS-CoV-2 virus. For some, the illness does not end when the virus clears. Instead, a mix of problems can linger, ranging from crushing fatigue and a brain fog to breathing difficulties and neurological system and symptoms too. The experience is not the same for everyone, which had made long COVID especially challenging. I beg your pardon to pin down. Because long COVID. Long COVID is an extremely complex disease with various manifestations, says Professor Yang Li, head of the Computational Biology for Individualized Medicine Department and Director of CIM. And how and to what extent long COVID develops is still largely unknown. Figuratively speaking, we are unfortunately only looking at an extremely incomplete puzzle. A major reason that puzzle remains incomplete is that long COVID is likely not a single condition with one cause. For the same, researchers increasingly suspect it can arise through multiple biological pathways such as lingering inflammation, immune misfiring, or subtle tissue stress that persists long after the initial infection. To find clearer signals amid that complexity, Yang Ali and colleagues partnered with teams led by Professor Thomas Ellick and Professor Z. Sloan, University of Virginia, USA, as well as other collaborators to search for measurable immune patterns that might help explain why symptoms persist. Instead of relying only on a broad blood test, the researchers zoomed in on individual immune cells from long COVID pattern. Using samples drawn from MHHS Central Biobank, looking at single cells matters because immune responses can be patchy. So two people can have similar symptoms while very different immune cells populations are driving them. We examined the cells using a so-called single cell multiomics approach, and this allowed us to record the molecule's status within a cell and again inserts into its cellular relationships, explained Dr. Shomo Kumar, CIAM scientist and first author of the study. Viewers, in practical terms, this approach let the team map immune cells states in the fine detail, and that kind of resolutions can reveal whether certain cells are acting unusually, even if the overall immune system looks only mildly altered when averaged across millions of cells. The researchers also measured levels of pro-inflammatory signaling molecules known as cytokines in the blood plasma. We were cytokines. Yeah, cytokines act like biological alerts, helping immune cells communicate and coordinate responses. When those signals stay elevated, they can hint at ongoing inflammation that may track with persistent symptoms. Amazing, sir. Beyond the exclusive report.